guys, happy Sunday, August 12th. Right now, I'm currently getting ready to go to Sammy and Jamie's birthday dinner at Smash Kitchen, and I'm so happy for that because I've been craving Smash Kitchen for such a long time. I'm probably gonna get like their mac and cheese or something because that's so good. And also, I'm getting the last few things ready in my luggage to go to Mexico, and of course I have to have my handy tripod and all my stuff for vlogging because I'm gonna vlog the whole trip. So after the dinner I'm gonna go back home, and then at 1 a.m. we're gonna go to the airport because my flight is at 6. So I'll see you guys there. I'm so excited for some vacation time, so it's gonna be fun, relaxing, and I'll take you guys along. Bye! Now it's currently 6 a.m. and we are on the airplane.
Happy and enjoy your travel. Okay, see you guys there.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. The captain has switched off the seatbelt sign. We recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times. Note that smoking is not allowed on board the aircraft at any time.
Apenas sale el solito te vas corriendo. Sé que pensarás que esto me está doliendo. Yo no estoy pensando.
We finally made it to our hotel room in Mexico, and I'm still in my airport outfit, but we're gonna change and walk around soon. So this is our bathtub area, 2 sinks, and over here we have another shower. Ooh, it's pretty big in here. Very nice. And this is our hotel room. Very simple, nice colors. And this is what I'm talking about. We have our own private pool. Damn, it is very hot. Look at all these vibes. Damn. Let's feel the water. Oh, well, it's not that cold actually. Oh, I'm excited. Gonna change and then explore around. First mojitos in Mexico. Cheers. We are like the only people on this resort. It's like a private island. We only see like so little people. She got the iceberg. It's beer with some other thing, but this is a little bit of vodka, mint, and Sprite. Palm Tree Island. We're trying to look for a buffet right now, but it's on the other side, so yeah. We found the buffet. This one is like, so happy we found it. Sorry, the video's very... So my mom and brother left me to go get buffet food first, so I'm here washing all their stuff. I'm very hungry. They didn't even let the foodie go eat first. Well, my brother's a foodie too, so fine. Next time I'm eating first. Finally got my yummy food. There's a lot of stuff here that I don't know what it is. My mom's judging me so hard right now because I got so much food, but I'm gonna finish this all. Tacos, of course I have to try that because Mexican specialties. So I'm excited to try all of this. It's a lizard. We are back at the buffet for dinner. I have some Italian pasta, and over here we have a variety of different meats and seafood, so I'm excited to try it. And then tomorrow I'm gonna relax on the beach again, maybe try some other restaurants. How is it, Bob? Good?
Yes.
Hey guys, happy August 14th. It's the second day here and we just finished breakfast. We're gonna relax by the beach now and it's so hot. But this is the view to the beach, and they have all these cool trees that grow fruits on them. See over here. I don't really know what they are though. And then here we have some more over here. Hey guys, I didn't have much footage from the last 2 days because it has just been a mess. So I'm going to tell you guys everything that happened. So if you guys go on vacation, you know what to do. So what happened to me and my family doesn't happen to you guys. So what happened was on Tuesday, on Tuesday around 3 p.m. we went to the buffet and my mom and I had some beans, and after that we went to the beach, and then after 3 hours our stomach started hurting and we started vomiting, right? And then like vomiting every couple of minutes and feeling like a stomach ache, very nauseous. So then we called the reception and asked if they have a doctor on the resort. So they said they do, and it would be 150 USD, right? And at that time, we didn't know that my brother had bought travel insurance where we forgot. So we're like 150 USD just for a checkup with the doctor. That's pretty expensive, right? And we thought it was nothing because we probably thought it was like we just had some of our own medicine that we brought from home, and we're like, if we take that, it might go away, right? So then we did that, but after a few hours, we were still throwing up. So then my brother said he has travel insurance. So then we went to the doctor on the resort, and he did all the checkups. He pressed our belly. He listened to the sounds in our belly. I forgot the professional term for it. And he asked all the symptoms and everything. And at that time, he didn't have any blood samples or anything. So he thought it was a gastrointestinal infection. And this is around 9 p.m. So we already waited 3 hours when the symptoms started showing. So after around 9 p.m., he called a medical truck to come. And then we sat in medical and we went to a private hospital, right? I don't know if you guys can hear me, so I'm gonna make it closer. Yeah, so yeah, we went to a private hospital and it was actually pretty new and clean. So then we had to fill out all the paperwork for the travel insurance, and that took around an hour. So we were just sitting there waiting for the paperwork to be filled out. And after, we went into the emergency room, and this was still on Tuesday night. We went into the emergency room, and for it to be able to work, for them to be able to treat you, you have to pay first and make a down payment. And the down payment was a large amount, and we didn't have that much cash on us at the time, and the travel insurance wasn't picking up, and the credit cards we brought, you couldn't make that large of an amount, right? So then we couldn't have treatment yet because the hospital didn't receive any payment yet. So then me and my mom, we were sleeping on the emergency hospital beds for 2 hours, and it was already midnight, 12 a.m. And then at that point, I got really mad and annoyed at society. We later found out it was a virus that we had, but at that point we didn't know yet. But honestly, are you kidding me? The virus is spreading in my body. I was nauseous, vomiting, and I had a fever. My mom didn't have a fever, but I was vomiting. She was vomiting. And at the hospital, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't give us a needle, any medicine, nothing, because we didn't get any money yet. And I was like, are you kidding me? No money, no treatment, and this is just there's a virus spreading in my body. Yeah. So I finally we figured everything out, and then we finally went upstairs to the rooms where they actually treat you, right? So then I had to take a needle first, so they get a blood sample to test what symptom or what disease this is or whatever. So then we finally got upstairs to the room, and they gave us IV bags. This is still like where they put the IV in. So like there were like sodium water that they had, and there's another bottle that will help like protect your stomach. So then I probably like from Tuesday to Thursday, today's Thursday, I probably had at least like, I don't know, like 10 of those bags already. Because, so yeah. So then it was like in the middle of the night after 12 a.m. We got in the hospital bed. We were just sleeping, trying to rest. And then a few hours later, my brother started vomiting a lot. So he decided to see the doctor. And I think like we cross-contaminated him because I think I'm like convinced it was those beans we had at the buffet that has like, it wasn't sanitary or something, because he didn't have the beans and he was fine like for a couple of hours. So then after, like in the middle of the night, the nurse would come in, check in on us, give us more IV, or filled out. And then we also had to give the hospital a feces sample just so they can test and see what kind of disease it is. So we had like a blood sample and a feces sample, right? So then after, like in the middle of the night, I had diarrhea, and I still have diarrhea now. So then we had to give them a feces sample, and then they went to test it. And then I kept going to the washroom in the middle of the night, but then the nausea was gone because they were giving us IV, right? So then now we had to stay overnight, and then Wednesday morning we were still being treated. They gave us food, and then they gave us some like tablets, but it was a lot of IV, and we were just sleeping there, resting. And then the doctors came in at like every like 8 hours or something, asking what our symptoms are. And then like on Tuesday and Wednesday, nurses kept coming in every few hours to check our blood pressure and our body temperature. I didn't have a fever anymore, but my temperature was very close to a fever. And like my body temperature kept varying throughout the 2 days. Like I was really hot like one moment, and then a few hours later I'd be very cold. So it was really weird. So throughout the whole like Tuesday night and Wednesday, the whole day, like we were resting, eating tablets, having IV in our system, getting our blood pressure checked, getting our temperature checked. And like since I had to go to the washroom so often, it was really annoying because the IV is plugged into a machine. So every time I had to unplug it, and then it was on like this rolly thing, and it was like connected to all the like tubes and everything. So I had to like push the wheelie thing into the washroom, and then like a few minutes later I had to go again, and it was very uncomfortable. But then yeah, so like I said, we cross-contaminated my brother. So on the very first day, on Tuesday night, he started vomiting, and then the doctor said like he probably has something similar. But he already got discharged on Wednesday. But my mom could have been discharged as well, but I couldn't be discharged yet because I had diarrhea, right? So then I still had to get IV. So my mom stayed in the hospital to like take care of me, to like stay by my side, right? So then after on Thursday morning, which is today is the 16th, I think, they took more blood samples and see if everything was okay. So like after it was sent to the laboratory, they found out that the white blood cells in our body are normal now, because there was like an overflow or like too many white blood cells in our body when we had the virus, right? So before, like the doctor on the resort, he didn't have any feces or blood samples. He thought it was a gastrointestinal disease or infection. But then after we got all the samples, we found out it was a virus, right? The virus could have been from something we ate or something we touched or something we drank, right? So then, yeah. And then after, I'm finally feeling better now, but I still have diarrhea, so I'm gonna have to drink more water. And the doctor said no spicy food. I have to take like 3 different types of tablets every 6 hours, some every 8 hours, and one every 24 hours for 5 days. So, and originally on Wednesday we were supposed to go see the famous like pyramids in Mexico, and we couldn't go that because obviously we were in the hospital. And tomorrow we're supposed to go to this water park where you can go zip lining, go snorkeling, all these water sports. We can't go to that either because we're still like recovering, right? So that kind of really sucks and puts such a like bad, I don't know, bad obstacle into the holiday, right? So I don't know, that just sucks. And then, oh yeah, so I was gonna share with you guys what I learned from this experience. Okay, so you must get a shot, get like a needle or some kind of shot to protect your stomach if you're going overseas, especially if you're going to somewhere like Mexico. We didn't get any shots before leaving to Mexico because last time we went to Cuba, like my mom threw up, but it wasn't like anything serious. But me and my brother were fine in Cuba, but this time it was much more serious. So always get a shot. Always get travel insurance. Always get travel insurance because the travel insurance we paid was $73 for all three of us. But then since we went to a private hospital, and even though the public healthcare system isn't free in Mexico either, we went to a private hospital because it's better and closer to the resort. And for all three of us combined, the cost was almost the cost of 1 year of university fees, like 1 full year university fees, including tuition, housing, meal plan, everything, is almost the equivalent of what the hospital bill was, and the hospital bill was in USD. So compare like $73 to the large amount we had to pay for the hospital. Travel insurance is worth it. Just get travel insurance. And also, if you're going somewhere like Mexico for holiday or whatever, be really careful what you eat, because for me, my immune system is really weak too. So like when I go to new countries, it's hard for me to adapt to the food and the diet there. Also, stay hydrated, drink lots of water, especially going to a resort or like somewhere. It's really hard to get access to water all the time, because if you're at home, you can just go to to the sink and like boil water or whatever. But here, it's a lot harder. But you always have to stay hydrated and eat the right foods, and always wash your hands. Like try to use hand sanitizer, wash your hands as much as possible. But and last thing, if you're traveling and you're nauseous, vomiting, or feel uncomfortable at all, go to the doctor right away. Go to the doctor right away, because we waited a few hours and we should have went earlier so we could be treated earlier and like stay in the hospital for less time. Because when we finally got the needle shot, when we finally had IV in our system, it's already 12 a.m. on Wednesday. That was too late. So, and even if you don't have travel insurance, just go. Like, your health is the #1 thing. So yeah, now we're back at the resorts, just trying to make the best of our vacation. My mom and brother are sleeping inside, but I'm trying to like enjoy the vibes outside because I'm not really that tired. But I'm kind of hungry, but like there's no more food right now because the buffet is probably closed. I do not want to go back to the buffet because this is around the time we went to eat those stupid beans. Yeah, and then but good thing is we got refunded on those trips we were supposed to go to, and my brother already complained to the resort, so we'll see if we get any compensation. But yeah, I'm trying to make the best of the last few days, and when we feel better tomorrow, we're gonna see if there's any trips on Saturday, any last minute Saturday, Sunday trips, because I want to see those like famous Mexican pyramids, because we already went snorkeling on those water sports in Cuba, so at least we experienced that. And I guess the good thing is, like, I'm still young. I can still travel to many places in the future, but it kind of sucks for my mom because she's already getting older and, like, she got so sick on this trip. Probably not going to want to come back to, like, these kind of places, right? But, yeah, so always get your travel insurance, wash your hands, stay hydrated, have the right diet. So just wanted to let you guys know about this experience. Catch you guys when we do actually more fun things. Okay, bye. want to share my experience with the Coba Mayan encounter because it was so much fun and I had a really good time here. So basically Coba is in the Yucatan Peninsula, and this pyramid right over here is actually the tallest one in Yucatan. It's 142 meters, which is 120 steps. And I want to tell you about my experience encountering this pyramid and climbing it and everything. And this was a Mayan village, which are the people that lived in Mexico a long time ago. So they're basically the Aboriginal people of Mexico. So we took a bus out from a resort to this village, and it was around like 2 hours. So when we finally got there, we had to get bikes to ride through the jungle. It was surrounded by these beautiful trees, and then it was 4 kilometers long, so of course biking would be a lot faster. And I haven't biked for a long time. Like, I didn't bike throughout high school at all because my bike was very small. It's very small, and I bought it when I was little, and I used to ride around my old neighborhood, but then I grew out of it. So when I first got on the bike, I was a little wobbly, a little scared, didn't really know how to navigate. But then once I got used to it, I was still like riding very slow, and little kids were like rushing past me, and I'm like, okay, I'm old now, I can't. But then after I got used to it, and like bike riding through nature was actually so much fun. If you haven't already know, or if you didn't already know, I love nature, so that's why I love this experience even more. So we were riding through the jungle, and then finally we encountered the pyramid, the main pyramid, and then it was so beautiful. And then a lot of people were climbing it already, and then there's a rope in the middle where you could hold onto it, and so you wouldn't slip climbing up, right? So then we took some pictures of the family there, and then my mom didn't climb up because she's afraid of heights. Me and my brother climbed up, so I took my time, went up, made sure I didn't slip or anything. And then, mind you, I just had a 4-kilometer bike ride, recovering from a virus. So then halfway there, I was kind of out of breath, a little tired. So I sat in the middle and looked down. And that's when I got a little bit scared, because in the middle it was already really high up, and then when you look down, it was kind of scary, right? But then after, we continued climbing all the way to the top, and oh my goodness, once you're at the top, you see such a lush, beautiful landscape of forest, jungle, trees, and I just sat there looking out, admiring it. It was like this whole, like, even like, you can't, like, when you're at the ground level, you're riding through a narrow path, but when you're up there, it's a whole massive, and everywhere is green, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I love nature so much. This is beautiful. Like, I don't know how else to describe it except beautiful, and I just like crazy. And then after, we took some nice pictures there. Of course, there were a lot of people there, and it was just. And then after, when we were climbing down, it was really slippery, and it's actually harder coming down than going up. So we took our time. I held onto the rope and went down, and then, like, we only had 30 minutes up there because we were with a tour guide, and our tour guide was amazing. He did such a good job explaining everything, explaining your history. His name is Leonardo, so I really appreciated him. So once we got down, I think we took like our sweet time up there admiring nature and the forest and everything. So when we got down, we were the last ones from our group. It was like of 6 to 8 people. So when we got down, we had to go on our bikes right away and go to like other archaeological sites. And then after my legs got really tired. Like, mind you, I don't exercise. Like, I don't exercise at all. So then I was riding my bicycle, and my legs started getting really sore. And then the group was already way ahead of me, and I'm like, oh, sorry about that. Okay. And then we were like, I was riding my bike, my legs were getting sore. I wanted to stop, but like, I can't make the group slow down. I have to listen to the tour guide. So I kept going, and then after, we finally made it. Okay, so listen, it's 4 kilometers to the pyramid, 120 steps up, and right when we got down, the tour guide was like, let's go, and I'm like, okay. So we were riding our bicycle, to different archaeological sites. Thank God there are breaks in between, because if we rode the straight 4 meters back, I think I would have passed out. But finally, when we got to like the main site, the main entrance area again, we put our bikes away and I got off the bike and they were so woozy and wobbly and I was in pain. Like, you know that feeling when you go to the gym and you like work on those machines? Like, my legs were so weak. Like, that was such an intense workout, because there's at that Coba village, there's the culture experience and the extreme experience. And extremes like zip lining and like visiting the Sanito. It's this underground water area, but we didn't go to that because the Sunwing tour salesperson, he was like, you should go on the cultural one since it's more relaxing since you're still recovering from the hospital, right? So we're like, yeah, we'll go to the cultural one. And then that was not relaxing. That was a full-on leg workout. But like, it was refreshing being out in nature. Like, I like enjoyed it.
Maluma, baby. Apenas sale el solito te vas corriendo. Sé que pensarás que esto me está doliendo. Yo no estoy pensando en lo que estás haciendo. Si somos ajenos y así nos queremos. Si conmigo te quedas o con otro tú te vas, no me importa un carajo porque sé que volverás. Si conmigo te quedas o con otro tú te vas, no me importa un carajo porque sé que volverás. Y si con otro pasas el rato, vamos a ser feliz, vamos a ser felices los cuatro. Y agrandamos el cuarto. Y si con otro pasas el rato, vamos a ser feliz, vamos a ser felices los cuatro. Yo te acepto el trato y lo hacemos todo rato. 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 Lo nuestro no depende de impacto. Disfruta y solo siente el impacto. El boom boom que te quema ese cuerpo de sirena. Tranquila que no creo en contratos. Y tú menos. Y siempre que se va regresa a mí. Y felices los cuatro. No importa el que...
Congratulations if you guys made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking through this video. I hope it was at least somewhat interesting, and if you stuck it out through my rant, my hospital rant, and also when I was talking about Coba, then you are a real one. So I will see you guys next time. I've been editing this vlog today, and I wanted to finish it and get it up because my cousin from America and from Vancouver is coming over, so we're gonna hang out with them for a week, and then after that I'm gonna have to start packing for university, and then it's university time. There'll be more vlogs in Ottawa, so catch you guys then. Bye!